Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Taken down at the 42.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Down. 6. Mega. Blue strike. Set.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Young now. And his throw here's incomplete. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Young here, you can see change of the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by this game. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. A give right side for Gibbs. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off on a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, fight. Fight, 97. Ready?
Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. Throwing, Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here is Young. That is caught. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. It's Young on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Najee Harris, 22-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Vizcaino up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he powers his way up past the 30. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 19.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right.
Check down complete to Haskins.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And off to Gibbs, heading right here.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away.
Folk's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That throw by Young incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Young. And this one's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Young will set to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Josh Palmer.
And the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Vizcaino up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Now they'll shift things around.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 3. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hey, check that. Street.
Hand off down to Gibbs. Taken down at the 42.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on Open Mic Night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Gibbs straight ahead. 84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, Johnson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. To about the 26 here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Johnson running left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On to Gibbs. Here's Gibbs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here's a 2nd and 8. And Gibbs has it. Fights off the defender.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Gibbs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The Folks' kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Young on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. A 2nd down throw for Young.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up the routes quickly as well.
It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Najee Harris, 29 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Okay, ready?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Ready?
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll run it with Gibbs. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the set.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, hurt. Buffalo 18.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
74 yards.
and the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Ravens 23.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. And now they're in the hurry-up. Beckham goes in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
He'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
Fight, 97. Strike.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Young here to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
On the double.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So that can be